All right, dog. And other news in Mississippi college football, we saw Alcorn lose in a classic to Southern. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good one.
Back and forth game,
That's a good one.
but they lost on a walk off to
Yeah.
Southern. Uh, Mississippi State pulled off an upset, and I think either you or Joe been saying y'all been seeing some good things from State. You know what I'm saying? They just need some a piece here, a piece there, especially on defense stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh, they're showing some promise. They knocked off Kentucky. Ole Miss, who was right there in the top 10. All the Heisman talk was still there with the quarterback. But I think all that shit gone down the drain now. They lost to Auburn.
Yeah.
And
It's one more team you miss. You can go ahead and say it. It's okay.
Southern Miss got blown out by Middle Tennessee
I
State.
know it hurts. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. We're gonna be all right next year.
Tell you, what are your thoughts on this past weekend, man, and the rest of Mississippi college football, dog?
The Alcorn Southern game was a very very good game. Those were this is Alcorn will tell you, and I know some Alcorn people. They do not like Southern at all.
Mm, okay.
Southern, when Southern comes to their campus, it's like they just full fledged take the campus over, and them Alcorn fans can't stand it.
Mm,
So, of course, this was at Southern this year. So I don't know if Alcorn fans returned the favor or not, but it definitely was a classic game. Uh, Felix Harper threw for 4 touchdowns in that game. He was impressive.
mm-hmm.
Um, the young kid for Southern, his name just slipped my head just now. I think it was McDaniel, but the quarterback for Southern, he played well. Um, he was effective with his feet as well as his arm. Um, Southern was Southern just was giving Alcorn fits, and their defense was bend don't break,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just one of them games where whoever had the ball last had the chance to win it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just how it went down. And great win for Southern, even though they are still a game back behind Alcorn. Even though Prairie View's in the driver's seat, they're undefeated in the conference, and then Alcorn, and then Southern. But that gives them a leg up in case it gets real sketchy down towards the end of the year. But I don't necessarily see that coming. But Alcorn's been battle tested, man. We talked about Alcorn at length on here about certain things going on with athletics and stuff, and just what the kids have been needing, the players, everything. And they've been resilient all year long. So to just even just be in this game, and has been in games, went on the road and won, came back and won. I just want to give them their flowers right now, man, and not the ones that the coach for the Eagles was talking about, the Philadelphia Eagles. That was some other stuff. If you hadn't seen that, that was some crazy stuff, by the way. But um, Ole Miss, kind of want to highlight them a little bit. My brother Ray Caesar said a while back on the show when we talked about Ole Miss, and this was during their flight, and we were talking about Ole Miss and their trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned one thing that is stuck, and he said scheduling matters, and it's so true. I don't think Ole Miss likes going on the road. I don't think they like going to the state of Alabama, obviously, because they've lost both games to both teams in Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
Auburn and University of Alabama. So,
Mm-hmm.
but Ole Miss seems to get a better gear when they're at home, and they don't know how to quite keep that same energy on the road. And I kind of credit that to Kiffin. I give that to Kiffin. I mean, if you're gonna have these guys ready to play Arkansas, have them ready to play LSU, who LSU, Ole Miss, those are fans that don't like each other for real either. Then you ought to have them ready to go play Auburn. And they look like world beaters against LSU. I mean, they just they just did whatever they want to do against LSU. Granted, LSU's got some things going on, of course, with Odron leaving and everything. But I felt like they should have showed up in this Auburn game. Now, to Ole Miss credit, they have been missing guys for a while now. But they still got you ranked 13th in the country. I think this was a 13-18 matchup. And Auburn's been peaking. They've been rolling. So makes me kind of interested in what could happen down the line with that Iron Bowl.
I think Ole Miss was the rank like 10 when they came into the
10?
game.
Were they 10? Okay.
When they came into it. Now they probably dropped down. They got them dropped down to 13 now. Or?
Yeah, it might be dropped to 13.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen the latest rankings though.
Oh, okay.
But I segue that to say this, and I said it a while back. Mississippi State gonna beat Ole Miss in that Egg Bowl.
You putting it on something early.
I've been saying it. I'm gonna stay.
So all right, America, we got something right now. Okay. This is the betting man in the clique. Okay, in our family, this is the guy who goes to the boat.
Right.
T, are you telling our viewers to go on down to the boat and put the money on Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl?
It's at Mississippi State. It is our state's number one rivalry, without question. I personally said early on that I think the way State has played this year, if you go back and you look at Mississippi State, let's just do that for real quick, if America don't mind.
Okay.
If you go back and look at Mississippi State, okay, the La Tech game, all right, I get it. That was a game they had to do what they had to do. First game of the year, you worked them things out. Okay. They beat NC State, who at one time I believe was a ranked team. They beat them handily at home. They should not have lost to Memphis. They got robbed against Memphis. Let's just call it what it is. They got robbed against Memphis. The LSU game, I think that was a psychological thing. State bouncing back from that Memphis loss. They started too slow. They picked it up late, but it was too little too late. I personally think if they were riding the high that Memphis game, they'd have beat LSU. They come back the next week and beat A&M on the road. Impressive win. A win that a lot of people didn't see coming. To a team that beat the number one team in the country. Let's not forget. Texas A&M beat the number one team in the country.
That's true.
Now, granted, we ain't gonna talk about what happened against the number one team in the country. They caught them boys wrong. They were pissed off. They were pissed off. As you call it what it is. Yeah. But then they turn around. The Vanderbilt game was the Vanderbilt game, and they turn around, they play Kentucky. So right now, really, if you look at them, they really truly could have just had one loss. They could be a one-loss team right now. And as much as people don't like Mike Leach,
I
don't care for him. A lot of his antics and stuff he says in the media, he's got them going in the right direction. Now, they got a heck of a schedule coming up. They got Arkansas. They got Auburn. They got Ole Miss at the end of the year. These are three teams that were all ranked at one point in the year or still ranked. And if they roll these off, man, and like I said, I'm putting it on something right now. I'm coming with it way too early, and I'm disregarding it. And I know it's 3 weeks down the line, 4 weeks down the line. And I know anything can happen, but I'm telling you right now, if the team that Mississippi State has today is showing up on Thursday night, Thanksgiving, to play Ole Miss, they're gonna beat Ole Miss. Book it.
Oh, that one said book it. Okay. Y'all heard it here first, America. All right, y'all heard it here first. I'm looking at Mississippi State, and the thing that jumped out to me, and I watched a lot of that game, was that Rodgers didn't throw that thing 60 times for a change.
Right.
Okay. He had 39 attempts with 36 completions. Okay. That's stellar.
Oh, that's impressive.
That's very impressive.
That's
That boy keep being that efficient. He gonna go league. He gonna
let
go
me
league.
let me be a little more inflammatory and let me stoke up the flames up there in North Mississippi a little bit.
Oh shit.
I think Will Rogers is a better quarterback than Corral. I
God
think
damn it, T.
I think when the lights are the brightest, I think Will Rogers will come to deliver.
That needs a whole nother segment.
I really do.
You know what? Egg Bowl week. Book it now. Remind me.
Okay,
That got to be on the show list.
let's do
Who
it.
you got? Rogers or Corral?
This young man is different.
Okay.
He different, man.
Okay.
He different.
I gotta respect that. Somebody I respect for real. Big the young brother up and said that he was a good man. You know what I'm talking about? Dr. Stewart. Shout out to Dr. Stewart.
Okay.
Educator. Pay teachers 100 grand.
Right.
So somebody I respect for real said that this kid is a good kid. You know what I'm talking about? So 36 out of 39 versus ranked Kentucky. He's showing a good quarterback. But I'm looking at, okay, they threw it 39 times, and then they handed that bitch off 31 times.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now in the stat book, it might show they ran it 35 times, but 4 of those times was Rodgers, and that might have been sacks or some shit like that, or scrambling or something.
Okay.
But you see Leach try to get some balance for a change.
I was just about to say, where did that come from?
I don't know what the fuck wrong with Leach.
I don't know.
I don't know what wrong with Leach.
No, that ain't
But
like Leach, man.
that ain't like Leach.
Mm-mm.
That ain't like Leach. But hopefully Leach sees that good things came from balance.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing wrong with balance.
I agree.
Maybe
Ain't
a
nothing
motherfucker
wrong.
might say, "Oh, I'm an October boy. I'm a Libra," and they say we stand for balance, whatever. I don't get into all that goddamn shit.
Right.
But I do believe that balance is a good thing.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That Alcorn game was goddamn just back and forth. I kind of felt back. Like, this is weird. I kind of like what like JoJo was saying. I kind of was hoping for that collision course for Alcorn to keep rolling, and then Jack State be the one that knock them off.
Well, it ain't out the woodworks yet. I mean, if Alcorn beats Prairie View soon, here coming up.
Well, I want them to go in with all the momentum, T. I just for the build up. I wanted to see that shit talk.
Man,
You
look.
know how Facebook was gonna be? Or excuse me, Meta.
Right. Right.
You know
Not
how
world peace, but metal. I got it.
You know how meta was gonna be?
Right.
Leading up to that shit, it's gonna be crazy. It's still gonna be
It's
crazy,
still gonna
but
be crazy, man.
it
It
is still
really
gonna
is.
that
If I mean, because if Alcorn's coming into it with anything to play for, and again, they feel some type of way because they ain't in the same division. They got moved to the West. They brought in the A&M, Florida A&M, and all that. So, a lot of people, there was some smoke behind that. We get thrown over there with Southern and Prairie View and whatever. So there's all that. I do think if it comes down to it on the 20th and it's Alcorn Jack State and Alcorn's got to win it to get to the SWAC title game, man, just watch out. I think we got something coming up for the people though, right? When that week comes and we gonna have a little debate smoke.
We got that booked. You know what I'm saying? From my brother PT and we got somebody from Alcorn. You know what I'm talking about? Gonna be on talking they talk. So we gonna see on that. I was kind of disappointed with Ole Miss losing to Auburn.
Me too.
Because I read it. Clarence Ledger did a hell of a job. They had an excellent article about all the Heisman hopefuls from Mississippi and how Mississippi should have a Heisman Trophy winner. McNair numbers were just stupid. Okay, I'm a Jack State fan, but McNair's numbers were fucking crazy.
Should have won it, man.
Should have won it. All right, quit bullshit.
Should have won it.
But I wanted Cuz to be in that running, and it seemed like it was up for it because you had Oklahoma's kid who was the front runner coming into the season. He didn't fell off. He lost his fucking job.
That's crazy.
Alabama is Alabama, but it seems like everybody ain't really on this young kid, this Bryce Young kid like that.
They're not.
It ain't like they just see,
And he doesn't wow them like Tua did.
Yeah. It ain't that wow factor.
So and it's weird because the kid's dynamic. Like he hasn't been terrible all year. I mean, he's been great. This is one of them things.
You see what I'm saying? Like it don't seem like he got the same luster, right?
Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't, and maybe it's because I don't know. I don't know what college football wants right now. You know how usually we would get Heisman talk about week 5, week 6, and it's a thing that they talk about constantly. The Heisman Trophy winner. Who's the front runner? Who's this? Who's that? Week to week, guys come up on the list, guys come down. All that. I mean, it looked like college football when we used to play it on the stick. It looked the same way. Your man be up, your man be down. But it's like now, they don't even want to start talking about it until like now or later. And it's like, well, there ain't no drum up to it. It's like it's lost its luster all across the board, the trophy ass, for some reason. I don't know why.
Wait for the rankings to come out or something? I think we're about to get the first rankings coming up.
Maybe. But I mean, even still, it was like we should get Corral name popping up, Walker the Third, the kid at Wake Forest. I mean, just it should be names popping up across the board all the time.
You see what I'm saying? Then that mean it was kind of tailor-made for Cinderella to slide through.
Agreed.
And Corral could have got that done, but it's 2 losses. It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. That train's gone.
Even though he's been dynamic, but that's
he has. He is dynamic. Not better than Will Rogers, but he is dynamic. Just don't think he's better than Will Rogers.
It's over here inflammatory America.
I think Will Rogers is better quarterback.
Oh, Mississippi. Y'all chime in on that. We got a segment coming for y'all on that. T, do we need to mention our alma mater on this? Do we need? Well, I will say, what the kid on the outside, Brownlee. I like him.
Oh, he's a gamer. He's a gamer. He's come to play. He comes to play.
That's all I got.
Like I said, we're a year away. We're a year or 2 away. I got to give Will Hall time. I know it's bad. I know everybody want to like throw in their credentials that they used to have and go yonder way and pick up whatever other credentials they got at other alma maters. But I got to give him time, man. I got to give him next year. I got to give him the year after. And hopefully the quarterback room will stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can get some more pieces on defense coming in. And maybe we can, get right before we go to the Sun Belt in 23. Because that's going to be the telltale. I mean, so we really got to recruit our butts off and get players coming in to be formidable in the Sun Belt. Or we just going to be
at the bottom of the Sun Belt if we don't get our motherfucking shit.
I ain't going to say that. Just
I said shit. But America, y'all chime in and tell us what y'all thought about this past weekend in Mississippi college football. Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.